podcast for the common folk by the common folk. You know who it is. We're back here today. You know who it is. I needed to come back to this argument because y'all won't leave it alone. All right? And it's not your guys' fault, okay? It's a very flippity argument, okay? But let me tell you something. Now. We're bringing back bigger drinks. Okay? I had a podcast on this earlier. I know. And I'm coming back to it. This is the part 2. Man size. Alright? Or woman size. Whatever you want to feel. You know, it's all customizable. Okay? We live in a very customizable RPG type of world. Alright? If we really are in the Matrix, figure out the code, bitch. Crack that shit. Customize. Super size. Man size. I don't know if we are. Probably not. But there's always the chance. And if you believe in, like, the multiverse, or not multiverse, but, like, the infinite universes theory and all that shit. Multiverse, let me be such a nerd. Finally saw Avengers, tell you what. Got through that shit with my large-ass cup. That's right. And they're like, you know, it's a 3-hour movie, right? And I'm like, bitch, I sat through Lord of the Rings. I sat through Avengers, okay? It's not hard, all right? I got a big cup. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm ordering. Hence why I'm the one ordering, okay? I know what I'm about. I know what kind of person I'm in, all right? I drink a lot of beverages, okay? It doesn't got to be liquor. It doesn't not got to be liquor either, okay? But whatever kind of cup I got, my smallest cup is probably a mason jar the sizes of the larges at some of them fast food restaurants now. And it's pathetic because those are just my shot glasses. And it's like, what the shit, people? All right, you know what I mean? Like, well, I'm not buying a shot of Coca-Cola. All right, I'm buying a fucking large-ass drink. All right, put some ounces in that heifer. Expand. You want to recycle? Save the planet. Recycle it into that plastic. Boom. I rewash and use them sons of bitches. You bet I do. What, you think I got fancy smancy glasses and Tupperware shit? Hell no. A bunch of leftover containers. Bunch of Cool Whip containers. 1 cottage cheese containers, but I didn't eat the cottage cheese. It's okay there because cottage cheese is abhorrent. I fucking hate it. But, but we still got a couple containers, but just, always end up calling, Cool Whip, mayonnaise, applesauce, ketchup. You never know. All right, you take the top off the ketchup, cut a little bit on their neck, okay? You got yourself like another little bowl there. Not a bowl, but, cup. All right, and that could be useful for something. I don't know. I only filled it with wine that one time just because I needed to put them in the fridge and the box is taking up too much space. So it's big but also convenient, and you can hold it and stuff and shit, It's like on my truck, the cup holders are too big for the cups, and the cups are too fucking small because they're bouncing around, okay? But then, now, they make in these European cars, okay? And you know what? If you like the little stuff, that's fine. All right, this is just my argument for bigger size things, okay? And you don't have to listen to this, and you can be entertained by it, because this is why I think we need bigger cups, or at least the option. We need more customizable stuff. That might be the overall theme on this shit. I don't know. But for real, though, think about it. You get those cars, and you get big-ass cups, they won't even fucking fit in a cup holder. What kind of a bitch shit is that, okay? It doesn't even fit. The water starts seeping out and shit, You got to hold it on your lap. You got to be like, you're holding it down, pressed against your down eye as you're holding up to the top, driving with one hand, stick shift, changing on the other. Okay, it's a bitch. All right? Make them cup holders bigger, okay? And if you want, include some little rings. You can make this out of recycled plastic and melted material from the landfills. And we can save the goddamn earth and make everybody happy. But no, y'all just got to be like, screw large cups, New York City fellas already banning that because they want to get rid of fat people. I mean, like, hey, first of all, think about this. Fat people die young. Probably. I don't know. Okay? I'll probably find out like next 20 years or so. All right, but here it is. Think about it. Fat people die young. Okay? That's less oxygen being taken up. It's less food, less medicine, less stuff going away. All the bad shit's getting consumed while you're getting eaten with the good shit in your portions. Okay? We're saving the damn earth. All right? It's natural fucking selection. That's what freedom is. Freedom is the ability to choose your own path, to be on your own. And freedom naturally lets loose and cuts down and saves the earth. Okay, that's just how it is. You make your own choices. You want to smoke meth? It's illegal. Maybe they tax it. Probably not. Meth is kind of fucked up. But you want to do it. You're free to do it. You die. All right? That's just natural selection. You shouldn't be fucking with that shit. You want to hit the chronic? Do it. Freedom to do that. You become a better person, become a more productive member of society. That's freedom fucking helping out the goddamn earth. Okay? You want to drink a large ass cup in the goddamn movie theater because you salted that popcorn so fucking much if a kernel fell over it would be petroglyphed and fucking, not petroglyph, well, I'm such a fucking idiot. Petrified, there we go, yeah. Yeah, you know, the petroglyphed forest of all the trees that have been petroglyphed over the years. Yeah, no, petrified, my dumb ass is dumb, I apologize. They sound a little bit alike. Petroglyph, petrified, petrified, you know. Which I think would be a good idea for like a fried chicken recipe. Petrified chicken, you know. Just super fucking salty. Throw in a bunch of lemon pepper too. And then deep fry the absolute fuck out of it. Maybe throw in some honey a little bit to cut the salt. But you want the salt, but you want the honey. It's like that one time I had a can of corned beef hash, okay? Cold, room temperature. But I heated up the next one. It was way better, okay? But, you know, sometimes I gotta work, and so I just pop the can off, spoon, boom, boom, boom. It's fine, it's delicious, it's good. It's like eating Spam, all right? Y'all be all right. We lived, we're fine. I'm no worse for wear, or maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know how any of that situation works. But here we go. So I had this corned beef hash, right? I sprinkled. I was heated it up a little bit. I sprinkled some cheese, sprinkled some honey, sprinkled some salt. Sprinkled some more cheese, sprinkled some more honey, sprinkled some more cheese, heated it up again so the cheese was good and melty. A little bit of more cheese on top, but that cheese was already going to get gooey once I mixed it in because the hash was hot, corned beef hash. And then put more honey, more salt in it, and it was delicious. It was the best college meal at 2:30 a.m. that I ever fucking had. It was like I was eating the breakfast of kings, okay? It's up in heaven. That's what God's eating. God's sitting there going like, oh shit, that sounds good. I'm sitting there doing it. That's probably why God made us. He needed more recipes idea. He's going down, seeing what kind of delicious food combos we doing, and he's like, oh shit, and then he's doing that up there. Okay? We're intuitive. We're inventive. That's what we bring to the table. That's our reason for existence. New food recipes. I know that kind of prioritizes cooks over everybody now, but you know what? That's just that kind of situation. It may not be right at all. It might be wrong. But also, but it can also be right, but not all of it either. But that could be part of the pie. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a multi-diverse pie full of different things you can bring to the table, that's like having the jack of all trades, which is what you want. Because you can be good at one thing, shitty at the rest, or at least somewhat decent at them all. And that's what I do, because I'm open to diversify, okay? I want to experience them all. Well, not them all, but, most of them. A lot of qualities. I need to bring a lot to the table. A fat guy's got to have more than just his good looks, okay? And yes, some guys have fat good looks, all right? Leave me alone with my dad bod, all right? My dad bod can lift heavier than you, probably, so shut the fuck up, okay? So we look at this. We can bring, but... You take one of the biggest problems in today's universe. You want to do what? Global warming. Okay, yeah. That's climate change. Climate change is real. Okay? On the extent of how everything kind of is, yeah. Maybe it's not as bad as some people say, but it's certainly not a problem. And that's where I'm at. I sit right in the middle. Because you got to kind of treat everything as a little bit of a problem, get everything kind of stuff, and work on it. Because that's just how you got to do it, right? So... You plant more trees, that'll work, although you got to also know that just, putting a ban on cutting trees don't work either, because a lot of timber companies still supply. There are still a lot of trees. Now, there's a big planet, yes, I get it, but, there's, saving the planet in that way could hurt, because if those timber guys go off, they could be doing something else too, okay? There's a lot of that. You can't just say one thing or the other that's going to just right up fix, because especially in the modern world that we live in, you got to look at the modern infrastructure of what humanity itself built rather than, because maybe we save the planet, but then we just crumble as a society, and then in like 2,000 years, aliens come and find our, petroglyphed bodies lying all around. I did. I went there. I'm sorry. But we can do this through large cups. I can bring the world together one large cup at a time. How do you say this, Stockburger? How do we do this? Well, let me tell you something. Okay. Big cups require more material. Duh. Okay? You want to recycle more. That's good. Make these reusable materials. You clean them, you burn them, you sterilize them. Okay, it's safe. It's going to be clean. It's going to be safe to drink out of. It's safer than most of what y'all drink out of anyways, okay? So y'all can't bitch to me and be like, oh, man, I hate that stock. I don't want any of that recycled cups and stuff. That's trash. Be like, boy, you just wearing a shirt that says I eat ass. Leave me the fuck alone, all right? Drink from the goddamn clean cup, which is cleaner than probably what you're doing on a daily basis, all right? So let's just leave it there, all right? You be all right. It's going to be fine. All right, we got doctors and shit, we got liquor and shit, and we got things to deal with sickness, okay? We ain't knowing the bony ages, stony ages, plaguey ages, whatever the fuck all the other ages are, brownsy ones, shiny metal ones. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't in that age right now. We got medicine, we got antibiotics, okay? Now, don't self-dose your antibiotics, because that's another idiot thing these people are doing, You're just like, oh, I just got some antibiotics. Hey, let's take that. Oh, yeah, that's great. And then you become immune, and then you die of cancer in 2 years. Because the antibiotics didn't work, and the chemo just destroyed your whole fucking body. Because that's how it works. So don't self-diagnose. Vaccinate your fucking kids, okay? They do not cause autism. You know what causes autism? Dumbass parents, all right? You have nobody but yourselves to blame. You want to know why the lifespan is increased? It's because we had vaccines, okay? The vaccines created, part of, they have a part of the flu or whatever in it. It's like, yeah, but it's science. We all got vaccines. You're not seeing any mass epidemics, are you, dumbass? Okay? If by your logic, if you're denying it because it has part of the thing in it and you think it's going to get you sick, but most of the world does vaccinate, then why isn't most of the world sick? Yeah, it's because it doesn't work like that, you dumbass. All right? Get your DED, make something of your fucking life. Vaccinate your goddamn kids, okay? Because if my kid sneezes on your kid and ends his life, you're not allowed to charge my child with manslaughter or nothing. I'm charging you with stupidity. And I don't know if I can do that legally, but I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to out you in front of everybody and be like, yeah, your child died from a sneeze, okay? If you want your child to grow up and save other people and go on and be presidents and stuff, and lead countries, all right, they got to be immune to more than a sneeze, all right? This President Xavier fatally died today after coming down with leukemia because somebody sneezed on him. Yeah, that's weak-ass shit, and that kid will never run the United States of fucking America, okay? Or any other big, proud country that's worthy. I like them all. It's all good. We all on this planet, okay? Y'all got to get your shit together, some countries and all that stuff. We got to get our shit together, too. That's not going political one way or another. I avoid that shit. Y'all know I do. But I'm just letting you know that ain't no person that going to be killed by a sneeze going to be running a damn thing. As my one brother, teacher, Mr. Duffy always said, the meek will inherit the earth, and then we will come over and push them over and take it back, because the strong will survive. That's some real shit, too, because the strong will survive. What do you fucking think? You think the meek's going to live forever? Bitch. All I got to do is sneeze. If you're immune to sneezes, you're already stronger than that kid, okay? You're already no longer weak in that sense. Okay? Yeah, how the fuck? See, this is what y'all got me doing, okay? Normally, I'll be able to talk. I did a whole podcast, okay, on why I think fish sandwiches in different variants would be good, with different kind of honeys and deep fried, and all basing off of a buffet that I would think would be in heaven if there is a heaven, okay? I'm trying to start this. I got the whole podcast. I did like 40 fucking minutes. Say right here, I bitch to you about 40 minutes about why bacon's going to be up there, and ain't no PETA activist going to do anything about it. Okay? 40 damn minutes. We ain't even halfway through this damn, or maybe we are. I don't know. I'm telling you, this is free speech right here, so I'm just talking. Okay, I script these, I talk, we let it go. You got to feel the vibe of it, because if you don't vibe with the talks, it don't mean nothing. Okay, you got to vibe with it. You got to feel the word. That's when you got hard bars in a rap song. Okay, it's when you got good music playing. That's why people like reggae and stuff. And you got beat drops and stuff. You got to vibe with it. You got to feel what the feel is. Okay, and you can feel what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about: corned beef hash, cheese, salt, pepper, and whatever the shit and honey. Okay. But y'all anti-vax people are so idiotic that you got me talking about anti-vax when I'm trying to talk about how to save the world through large cups. Okay? And y'all probably fighting with me on the large cups too, because you're probably the ones that banned them in New York City in the first place. I'm praying for y'all. God said pray for my enemies. Y'all are my enemies. Large cups cause cancer. Whatever. Large cups do not cause cancer, you hoe. Okay? Large cups cause manliness, cause reality checks, cause happiness, and causes ultimate joy. Okay? A little bit redundant somewhat there, but you know what? It's fine, okay? I don't like making a lot of trips, okay? You got a broken leg. You want to crutch your ass around. Oh, I don't know if I can get everybody's scooters out now and shit. Like, you can just bend your knee and put that shit on a scooter. Where was that with my fat ass back in high school when I broke my foot? I was crutching my way. I lost 50 fucking pounds in a week because I was crutching. Okay, I didn't know how to crutch either, but you know what? Still dope. And now you getting all these people scooters and shit? What the fuck? I was like, what, are we not that important? You know, that's going to be, even are we going to be wheeling your 5-year-old little Johnny around because he's in a scooter because he broke his ankle or dislocated some shit? He's like, oh, this is hard. I'm like, oh, back in my day, we got crutches, bitch. Oh, we were little Tiny Tim on Christmas Story or whatever, and The Grudge and all that. Or not The Grudge, Scrooge, whatever. Same thing, you know. Doesn't like Christmas. The Grudge Charlie doesn't like Christmas too. Ugly asshole. But, you know, it's like we were crutching around like Tiny Tim whining, you know. That's what we were doing. We were crutching around. Shit, sometimes you just saw guys didn't even have crutches. They just had their cast on. They were one leg hopping that bitch. All right? And y'all sitting here complaining about a scooter that's got a cup holder in it. And I see them cup holders on them scooters. They ain't little ones. They big ones. Okay? So at least something good's coming to that. But fuck, don't ever bitch to me about that shit again. Now, I mean, shit, I had to go up and down stairs with my crutches. These fuckers just get a free access pass to the elevator because they got scooters and stuff, you know? Back in my day, elevators for teachers, wheelchairs, and security guards. And old people. You were in crutches? Nope, man, you got to go up the steps. There's handlebars. We let you out from class 20 seconds early so you could walk up your damn stairs, boy. Make do. And guess what? We did. Now we out here grinding, trying to drink big cups because we've lived hard lives and we learned a lot, and y'all trying to ban them because it inconveniences you. Well, live your own fucking life. I live my fucking life. I'm going to try to save the world because all you do apparently is just going to bitch on Facebook about how we got a lack of trees, and you ain't going to do nothing about trying to empty the landfills out by making bigger cups that take up more plastic and stuff, okay? And then y'all are going to be like, oh, that's nasty and shit. But then like half the stuff I see y'all thirsty ass people on Facebook talking, and you're like, okay, so shut the fuck up about that being nasty because it's probably more cleaner than what you're eating off of right now. Plates, whatever, cutlery. Okay, y'all people don't wash, y'all just rinse. I've been a victim of that before, but I learned the ways. I started washing, okay, out of my big cups, okay? And I got to take the time to do it because you know all my big-ass utensils are going to be a bitch to fucking clean because they're big-ass utensils and shit, okay? Yeah, I got my 2-foot Bowie knife that I use to cut my ribs. All right, I wash that bitch each time, okay? I treat it like it's a lady. I'm rubbing it up and down, and I'm cleaning it. I'm polishing that bitch, okay? It's got its own little knife block that it sits on. The blade sits up. It automatically sharpens every time you put it away. That is what I'm talking about. I got a nice little decanter set with some good ass whiskey in it, all right? And you got a big ass globe that fills up a whole bottle, okay? You got to clean that whole bottle out so you can make room for the next whiskey because, yeah, you can mix and make your donkey juice and stuff, but if you got a decanter, you ain't making donkey juice in a decanter. You're making whiskey in a decanter. Well, you're not making whiskey. You're pouring whiskey and you're pouring it out and you're drinking out of it. That's the whole fucking vibe. But you know what I'm talking about. Y'all still got to have a big ass container. You know what I'm saying? And that takes up more stuff too, okay? All right? And then if you think that we die sooner because we ingest them bigger things, well, then that's good for you. Because we die, okay, that gets us. And then less people come up like us, and then more and more people that like the ration idea just live longer, and that's how they live their lives. And as long as y'all don't bound it and still give us the idea, there's still going to be plenty around for us to have our big, you to have your little, and there's something to be left over for them kids in Africa, okay? See, it's win, win, win. Y'all can't argue with me on this. Y'all can't. All right? For centuries. What do you think they did back in them days? Okay? Game of Thrones, loved it. All right, everybody hated the ending, but guess what? George R. R. Martin just told everybody why the hell Game of Thrones was famous, bitch. He's like, you're going to watch it. You may not like it. You might love it. You might cry or whatever, but your bitch's eyes are going to be glued to the fucking screen, and you goddamn know it. And I was like, hell yeah, it was. Everybody's like, oh, I hated that episode, but bitch, you didn't look away, did you? You watched that whole bitch. You didn't look away once. Yeah, I hated it. It was a horrible ending. Bitch, you didn't look away. Okay, treating it like it's Dexter or something. Y'all motherfuckers. Yo, man, what day? All right, you know what, Amelia Clark, yeah, she deserved that shit. She was the goddamn queen and all that stuff. But you know what? It's all good. I could have sided with everybody on that one, okay? King's Landing wasn't the best people. They all probably deserved to die. That's kind of shitty, but you know what? You know, she destroyed the whale, bitch. She was done with that shit. Yeah. She was. She did. Sorry, I know I'm going into big sex cups. You know, I'm just going to blame this on anti-vax moms. You know, Deborah's. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, not every anti-vax mom is named Deborah. I know there are probably a lot of lovely Deborahs out there. I need to make that clear now. I'm just generalizing. I'm sorry to generalize, but I got to do it because it's funny and that's what you people like. So, but you think about it, and it's all good. Jon had to kill her. You know what? But you know what? Maybe he should have just killed Tyrion. I'm sorry, Tyrion. You know, but that's cool. But if there's one thing I put outside, all those people are just amazing actors. Like, fuck. Like, Lena Headey made people hate her and shit. I'm sitting there going, like, I remember her as Queen of the Sparta, going, like, she's a badass woman. And I'm just like, God damn, you know? And that's that shit. But you know what? What did they drink? What did my man Tormund drink out of? Probably the strongest shit that they had up there, that fermented goat's milk or giant's milk or whatever the fuck he got in that goddamn horn. It was a horn. It was like 3 feet long. Okay, big beard, big horn, big drunker, big drinks. That's how you gotta work. All right, that is life. If y'all ain't got that shit, y'all ain't going. And you know what? That's just the truth. All right, that's big ass mugs. What do you think the hell my boy over there, Clegane, eating there? They were all drinking out of giant-ass fucking containers and shit. They didn't rationalize and say you should quantum. That's why they were always worried about starving. But you know what? They lived in the goddamn moment, and life was awesome. You know, sometimes you died of the plague. Sometimes you got chopped in half. Sometimes you lived till you were 40. And you know what? And those people lived a fucking life. I'm not sure if I'd go back there and experience it, you know, but you know what? It's fun to watch Game of Thrones, that is for sure. And you bet your ass I watched Game of Thrones with my big cups filled up. Big cup of wine, big box of wine, lots of beers, 40s, whatever. You know, giant, you know, them Australian Foster bears that are like the giant ass cans and shit, you know. I tell you, watch that shit. Nothing's the epitome of all that. When you go hunting, you bring out full bottles of Jack and you fill a big red Solo cup all the way. You don't fill it up a little, okay? This ain't sipping whiskey, it's drinking whiskey, okay? When you go hunting and you got your giant ass thermos because your lovely wife probably loves you, okay? This is to all y'all hunters out there, okay? I know y'all talk about how she always went home, but if you leaving away with a bunch of pre-packed or your favorite sandwiches, pre-packed or this is not about women making sandwiches and salads or nothing. Just sandwiches seem to be the easiest thing to bring out on a hunt, and they end to do that, and you got to thank them because they can make your life. You're out there all day, and you got a giant ass thermos filled of liquor, giant ass thermos filled of soup, giant ass thermos filled of kraut and sausages and stuff. You know, sauerkraut. You know, sometimes I call it kraut. I apologize. But, you know, you got that giant ass stuff and you out there and you know she loves you because you got all them cups out, all your beers out, all that shit, you know. You don't have to get up once unless you got to pee. But then again, you hold that shit in because, you know, if you pee out there in the woods, then the deer are going to know that there's another scent around and the deer ain't going to come around you no more. And that's just how the hunting works, you know. And sometimes you're out there following and chasing them down, and that's fine too. But, you know, sometimes you got to, you know, you want at least a couple of days of having just a nice blind and just sitting relaxing because sometimes those are fun too, you know. But then sometimes you want to track one around. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that's why you got to do all of the hunting seasons, okay? You got to do bow hunting, crossbow hunting, okay? Musket hunting, okay? Go around. Although, you know, with musket hunting, you probably want to do blind sitting, although I wouldn't know, okay? But, you know, then, you know, try to get 2 tags, save one, you know. One of them you got to go, and you got to go find and hunt. The other ones you get to sit and like. You want to experience all because it's all exhilarating and fun. And it's all a lot better with your big-ass thermos lying around filled with whatever the fuck you want to put into it because it's a free country, and it's free. And you're free to do it. Even if you're not in a free country, you're free to put whatever you want in a giant-ass thermos. You can do it, okay? Nobody's stopping you but you. You stop yourself because you know that there are consequences to those actions, but you could still fucking do it. So to all the brothers, let's have a moment in silence for the people who live in the places where they can't have big drinks. May y'all start your revolution soon. Come welcome us. Come enter our country, boys. Come over. Come over to the land of the big cups because we welcome everybody. We love everybody. Okay, we ain't nothing about it. We all about big cups, hunting freedom, and saying whatever the fuck we want because we can. All right, come get you some. All right, I want to travel too because I know others said like you got them Scotsmen, you got them Northern Irishmen, you got them Irishmen, you got them heifers up there working. Okay, you got all them buckers in Canada up there hiding working. You got my boy Justin Rogers up there working. You know, y'all need your big drinks of beer and shit, your big keggers and stuff to survive them long hard winters and shit. Y'all know how it is. You know, it's just that's just the way of life, man. That's the way of life. You just keep on working, and you just keep doing all this stuff, you know? Your big cups, man, they help a lot. They in everywhere you don't know. You know, I get you diamonds. You know I will, baby. But I'll get you a nice giant-ass thermos with my face on it or something, you know? Or what are you going to be using more? You bet your ass going to be the thermos. Oh, yeah. You're going to be having them giant-ass cups, some nice chandelier shit, you know? Some big-ass cups and stuff. You know you're going to be using that more than them diamonds I'm buying. I'm going to put more money into that. I'm going to get them mugs, them cool-looking mugs from Game of Thrones and shit, make them old school, make my own mugs, do whatever I got to do. I try to get up woodworking. I got to be 40-plus to start woodworking. No, that's just the rules. But, you know, I'll be getting into that shit. You know how I will. You know how I roll. You know how I live. Okay? That's how you got to find happiness. Do what you want. You don't want big cups, that's fine. But let people have them big cups. That's all. If you believe that's a problem, then that problem will take care of itself. If we believe that you're the problem with that, your problem will take care of itself. Time fixes just about everything. Y'all just got to be patient. And it's a hell of a lot easier to be patient if you got yourself a big-ass cup lying around filled with whatever your favorite beverage is. It could be sweet tea. It could be water. Man, some days I wake up 3 in the goddamn morning, I drink a can of PBR and eat 3 hot dogs, and I'm like, oh, and then I die, and then wake up in like 7 and, you know, get back to life. Probably try to lift and work off the 2-hour binge I just ate 4 hours earlier, you know. But sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't have them beers, and I have a giant-ass glass of water because that's just delicious. That's how it works, you know. On God, boy. Big cups till I die. All right. Peace out.